What we started out with is talking about the concept of data and running campaigns that are strategic and driven by data. Obviously incorporating the candidates' unique abilities and skills that they bring to the campaign, but also understanding the importance that a lot of the decisions about who do you talk to in terms of your voters, what do you say, what kind of programs you offer voters, these have to be decisions that involve data, facts. So we start with that premise and get our participants to be thinking in terms of what are the foundations that I need to build my campaign plan. And then we challenge our participants to be thinking differently than how campaigns have been run in their countries and in their parties for a long time. So we introduce a lot of best practices that have gotten us successful elections in Europe, and especially among our female candidates. And we talk about things like, first of all, starting a campaign early, not waiting until the official campaign period, going out and having conversations with voters, not just talking at voters, really identifying opportunities to talk about the candidate as an individual and how that is unique compared to other campaigns and other candidates, and not being afraid to talk about the motivations. Why is this candidate running for office? Especially, why is this female candidate running for office? And embracing that and using that to her advantage. We also talk about very practical things like the need to get money. Fundraising is a topic which is often taboo or just chosen to be ignored by a lot of parties and a lot of campaigns. The reality is that our female candidates need to be able to raise money in order to not only do the things they need to do to run a successful campaign, it's also a means of exerting control over their own campaign and their own destiny, not relying on what the party decides to do for them. If our candidates successfully raise money, they are able to run a campaign that they want to run and they can have success with. And a lot of the principles that are involved with having a successful fundraising operation are similar to what is necessary to go out and find people who will volunteer on your campaign, which again is also a concept which a lot of our candidates are unfamiliar with. But I think being able to show examples of successful volunteer organizations, successful fundraising operations, especially by female candidates, that gives them the motivation, the encouragement to go out and say, well, if they can do it, then I'll try it in my country as well. In the process of doing that, though, we are challenging them to not just do that for themselves, but to set a new course or to create a new culture within their party. It's a little ambitious to think that we're going to change the entire culture within a country, but we can at least start with the political party. And if we can have somebody go through the process, go through the program, go back home, run campaigns differently, be more engaged with their voters, do things more strategically using data, raise money through donors, recruit volunteers, have conversations with voters. If they can do this and prove that that process is successful, that's going to influence their colleagues, other candidates, hopefully other female candidates, to choose to participate. And again, start in the process, either at a municipal level, or a state level, or a national level, or a European level. Actually run, win elections, and hopefully sooner rather than later, we'll have more women in elected office making policy changes.